welcome to Toyah and Robert, your deeply unqualified agony aunts, ready to serve you a useless answer to this week's burning question.
Stephen Walden, thank you for your question, Stephen. If you formed a supergroup like the Travelling Wilburys, who would be in the band?
Well, I gave this some thought. So who the drummer would be? Well, I'd be stuck between Gavin Harrison and Pat Mastelotto. So I thought, well, I'm going to have both.
And how about Dave Grohl?
Well, Dave is now playing guitar and singing.
Could still play drums.
Well, all right, but my third drummer, since we're on a roll here, would be Cindy Blackman Santana.
Wow.
That was drumming with Lenny Kravitz.
Yes.
When Crimson were working with her.
She was amazing.
Phenomenal. And then, what bass player? Only one, Tony Levin. But with Tony, I would put Trey Gunn on war guitar. There are precedents for these choices. So there we are now. Who's going to be in the front line singing? Well, Daryl Hall.
Excuse me?
Let me get to the end of my list and you will see who else might be included.
Tread safely there, Fripp.
All right, so Daryl Hall, and Daryl's also a dab hand at keyboards and guitars. I would have Brian Eno, also not a bad vocalist whatsoever. Brian would always come up with something or other. Now, who are we going to have singing? I would have Toyah and, Renee Fleming and Celine Dion.
Oh my God, I mean, none of them would want to work with me, but I'd gladly take the job.
This is my band, they will join.
I have to say, Celine Dion is the most gorgeous woman on the planet. She's a great human being, and I know this, not a huge authority on it. We saw her in Vegas, and what I adored about her is before every costume change, the curtains would come in, and she just delivered this perfect vocal. She'd just turn and run to get the costume changed before the curtains opened again. But I saw her. I was a select few. I think it was me, Simon Cowell, a band called Westlife, saw her perform live on an audience with for ITV. And she talked to us before the show, and my God, was she gracious. She was so gracious. Brilliant human being. I'll stop interrupting you now.
Well, we'll see about that. So then moving along from that, what guitarist? Well, I'll play a little guitar. One of my favourite blues guitarist, Kathy Moore from Seattle, who is also a good dab hand at singing. Nita Strauss, guitarist with Alice Cooper.
Yes!
Phenomenal player. And in the wings, we could all be practicing martial arts and Muay Thai with her.
I think she could kick the SHIT out of everybody.
Yeah, I think that's true.
Okay.
And I will also have on guitar Toyah. Now,
I like this band.
Good. Just to spread the range a bit, I would like a violin player, and I choose Hilary Hahn. The tone of Hilary, as we've mentioned here before, is stunning. Now, Hilary will turn up, she'll be wonderful. Bach will extend our repertoire, fabulous, but also I will have a word with Hilary and say, hey, Hilary, dude, how about some bluegrass fiddling?
Okay, yeah.
There, that's my travelling wallabies.
Okay, my Travelling Wilburys have all my heroes. Now, obviously, if we could resurrect a few, I'd be really happy. But probably we can't do that. But I would have to have Keith Richards. Absolutely have to. I'd have to have Joan Jett because I just so admire her life trajectory. Yeah. I just think she's incredible. I would have Dave Grohl, whatever instrument he's on. James Hetfield. He would just be my emotional and physical support. Mark Ullman, because I just love that man to death. Stevie Nicks, because one of the best voices ever, and I just love her songwriting. Debbie Harry, and yes, we can all fight for the microphone. Alice Cooper, because biggest hero of my life.
He's Alice.
He's Alice. Like David Bowie. He's Alice. Me, Fripp, you, Sydney, dear Sydney Jake, who is such an emotional and brilliant inspirational person in our life. Paul McCartney, because again, he's an absolute saint within music. Tony Levin, we agree on. And I'd like to add Robert Plant, because that voice is indestructible.
Yeah. Well, there you have two travelling wilburys and a travelling wallabies.
Very expensive tour. We would have to have 4 Arctics, 3 tour buses, probably about 20 limousines, and very, very big stages. And please, Lord God, if you're listening to us today, please could you make it happen? Because it sounds absolutely divine.
Superb. Well, we've got some magic chords this week, lovey.
Okay.
These are slithery magic chords. Now, they're almost symmetrical, but not quite, because if we were in C symmetrical, there would be a D flat. I've got a D natural. And these are actually chords that I use to accompany Mel Collins when he's soloing in Schizoid Man. So, something like this. Oh, do you find them slithery, dear?
I find them mellow. Really nice.
So there we are.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us for the burning question of this week. We have an incredible Sunday lunch tomorrow, so please don't miss that. And we are thinking of you. Stay safe. And my goodness, we can't wait to play live for you all.
Please be well, stay safe, and see you out there.
Lots of love from Toyah.
And from Robert.